Thanks for watching the replay, everyone. What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? What's up? What's going on? It's a beautiful day here in Central Virginia. It's in the 70s after being like in the 50s over the weekend and raining. How about you guys? How's it where you're at? Is it raining? Is it sunny? Is it cold? Is it warm? What's up, man? What's going on? Yeah, so how's the weather? It's nice here. I couldn't do anything yesterday because it was raining. I didn't want to mess up my yard, so what's going on? What's going on, Jimmy? Super foggy. Yeah, but you can still get work done, right? So I'm just in between yards right now. I'm at this crazy yard. It's just nothing but leaves, so I'm gonna have to do this another day when I have more time. I have a lot of nice yards today that I got to get caught up on. Yesterday's yards and today's yards. So, but everything's slowing down. The grass is slowing down. A lot of leaves falling, so it's not, kind of all works out. Bugs landing on me and stuff. It all works out in the end, when the grass starts slowing down, but you got leaves falling, so you're still working on stuff, but it's not taking you as long necessarily to get stuff done. But anyway, the actual reason that I thought about making this scope was I was thinking about my winter plans and how this year is going to be different than every other year. I was just curious what everybody else's plans are because I finally saved up enough money this year so I can actually, not work over the winter. So whatever little bit of stuff I'll be doing for my regular customers, will be it, which will be extra on top of what I saved up. I probably won't work like the whole month of January, and that's about it. But I always tell my customers, I'll come back in December and clean everything up, before the holidays. Whatever leaves and stuff are around, get everything all nice. Usually I stop cutting like the week before or the week of Thanksgiving, so everything looks clean for that. And then I don't really do anything for January, and then February I'm right back at it, starting to trim crepe myrtles, doing mulch projects, things like that. And just get the cash flow started again. But, I was reflecting on last year that I worked at Amazon because I didn't save up enough money because I spent so much money on expenses trying to get mowers and whatnot. Trying to get a good view here. The sun's shining. Good sun. Feels good. But anyway, last year I didn't save up enough money because I was spending so much money on equipment and different things for my business and obviously bills and all that. So it just didn't work out. I had to find a way to make some extra income. So I didn't want to get back into retail because I just didn't want to go down that route. I did apply like Lowe's and Home Depot. I figured whatever part-time, work in the garden supply area or something like that, and I can punch in, punch out, and leave whenever I want. Wouldn't be too bad, right? But that didn't work out, or no one called me in time anyway. I ended up finding a job at Amazon because we have two actually distribution centers, two fulfillment centers they're called, two Amazon fulfillment centers in my area. So they're always hiring tons of people. So I got a job there, and it was tough. It was really tough. I never worked in the warehouse environment and everything. So but I got through it. It was fun seeing all the crazy stuff that Amazon sells. I didn't even know that Amazon sold some of this stuff that you go and you find these items and you put it in a bin and then it sends off onto the belt and someone packs it up and ships it off. It's quite a interesting or whatever experience, being in the fulfillment center and seeing how Amazon works. It's like a huge beast of a business, and they're all about being super quick and everything, and they have it down pat. But the biggest thing that I learned from there was how frustrating it was to work for somebody else. It just really made me realize even more how I want to be my own boss, my own business, so I don't have to deal with like 10 different supervisors coming up to me and telling me the same thing, feeling like I'm in the movie Office Space or something, just telling me about the TPA reports or whatever over and over again. Like, all right, the other three guys told me this already. Oh, I'm sorry, we just have a report. We don't really know. Well, you guys need to communicate because it's really annoying. So, but yeah. So aside from dealing with that nonsense, being micromanaged, I realized in last February, when I started my business back up again, I had all these jobs lined up, like, making mulch beds for people, where, it's a lot of work involved, cutting out the bed, burning the grass, putting fabric down, putting the mulch on top, making a nice, crisp mulch bed along the back of people's yards, fences, whatever, or just putting down 10 yards of mulch in someone's yard by myself, which that's a fun time, but gets me back in shape just in time for the season. But those jobs like that were actually paying me more than what I made in a week at Amazon. So I was just like, this is ridiculous. I couldn't wait to quit Amazon and get back into doing what I'm doing. And I made like a promise to myself that I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm going to make sure that I have a plan. I'm going to save money throughout the entire season so that I have enough so I don't have to work, other than whatever business I get from my regular customers. So there's nothing wrong with working in the winter, obviously. Maybe if I had picked something else other than Amazon and didn't, slave away like that, maybe it wouldn't have been as stressful. But it is what it is. You find whatever job you can find. If you have something going on every winter that you do part-time or full-time, that's cool too. I mean, we all have to make our money somehow, some way. But my takeaway from that was I don't ever want to do that again. I want to continue to work for myself. I want to do whatever I can to stay in my field of lawn care and a little bit of landscaping, just to keep the money coming in until things really pick up in March, where I start cutting again. Everything is full steam ahead. So it's all about saving up the money and then just doing what you got to do. So this winter, like I said, I saved up enough money. Don't have to worry about that. And I'm just going to spend the time with my family. Going to enjoy the holidays for a second time, but this time without even working, which will be awesome. Not having to worry about coordinating schedules and what are we going to do because I have to work the next morning or this or that. Just do whatever. But another big thing is I'm going to keep myself mentally and physically in shape. I'm going to continue to listen to audiobooks, read books, YouTube videos, watching videos, trying to make some videos, things like that, and also exercising, working out, going for runs whenever it's too cold to go for a bike ride, but when it's nice enough, like in the 50s and 60s, just suit up and go out mountain biking and just keep myself fit. As well as, lifting some weights. I have some stuff in my garage. I got my equipment. If you've seen that video from a long time ago that I posted on my channel, having fun with my equipment, lifting all my different things and my mower and all that stuff. But whatever fun, creative ways of exercising and staying in shape, that's what I'm going to do so that when the spring hits, I'm not all out of shape. I'm not talking about being overweight or overeating or that kind of shape. I'm talking about your muscles have to continually work, just like working out at the gym, and you stop for a couple of months and you go back into it and you're like dying afterwards. You wake up the next day, you can barely move because your muscles are aching and they're in pain. So it's the same thing with lawn care and landscaping. You guys know that. You guys and girls know that. It's a lot of physical labor out there. So you got to stay in shape throughout the winter and during the off season. Rest your mind, rest your body, but also stay on top of keeping yourself sharp and alert and in shape. Thanks for all the hearts, guys. You guys are always quiet when I do my scopes. I don't know if you're just intently listening to what I have to say, or there's just nothing to say or ask. But thanks for the hearts. If you guys don't have anything to say or ask, I will see you guys at next scope. Keep making scopes. You guys are doing a great job. I keep seeing new people pop up. I try and at least watch the replay if I can't tune in live. Throw some hearts out there. Keep the community growing. You guys are awesome. Thanks. I appreciate that. But yeah, we all have something to share. I'm not, saying anything that most of you probably haven't already heard. It's just good. And in my opinion, I find value in seeing other like-minded people in my field, in my business, in my lifestyle, talking about anything, you know, whether it's the same thing I already do or I already know or whatever. It's still good to share ideas and you know, just see what everyone else is doing and interact, you know, ask questions, answer questions and all that. So again, thanks guys, and I will see you on the next scope.